Hello, this is my review of the new LEGO Architecture Studio box set. What I'll be doing here is showing you the unboxing, and then after that we're going to talk a little bit about the specifics of what you can see in the box set, what you get and what you can do with it. So what you can see is you get a number of cardboard boxes which can be used to hold the various pieces. You also get a manual which talks largely about the history of architecture and approaches towards it. What I'm doing now is looking over the various pieces you get in the box. You can see there's a Lego separator. That's new. The older sets didn't have that. What you can also see is, or start to see, is the variety of pieces that you get in this set. What you can see is there's quite a few small pieces, 1x1, 1x2s and so forth, but the majority are much larger, bulkier pieces, more traditional Lego pieces. One thing that I noticed as I was unboxing is that there are no column pieces. So you have probably seen in some of the other LEGO architecture ranges, like Villa Savoye or the White House set, that you can get column pieces, which are in fact lightsaber pieces, which are used to make horizontal and vertical columns. There are none in this set, so it is a bit of a limitation in that there's certain designs that you can build with the bespoke LEGO architecture sets that you can't do with this. What you can see at the bottom of the box is the plastic trays that act as collection trays for the very small pieces, and you get two of those. In addition, you can also see the little review sheet that comes with every LEGO architecture set. So in theory, if I can successfully complete that, I'm in with a chance to win a LEGO thing. This is the manual itself. It comes in its own box, which doubles up as a piece holder. And the book, as other reviewers have probably described, is not a step-by-step guide towards building a specific set, but much more an introduction to the whole theory and art of architecture. So it reviews work by a lot of different design studios, and then gives you opportunities to experiment with some of those ideas like form and shape using Lego pieces. But what you won't find is a single defining Lego design at the end of the book that you can build or use all of the pieces in the set. Instead, it's up to you to go through and build your own designs as you go. So there you go, you can see some of the concepts that design studios came up with and how they approached them, and it's designed to inform your thinking when you're building Lego architecture as well. Okay, so these are the pieces all laid out. You can see there's a lot of them. Very shortly I will be laying them out so you can see them all in separate pieces, and that's something I would encourage you to do if you buy this set. Do take the chance to get to know your pieces, lay them out, separate them out so you can see what you've got, because when you start to build, that becomes truly important. This is the Villa Savoye that I was showing you earlier, and those little white columns at the bottom are the lightsaber pieces I was telling you about. They're held in place with little grips the shape of minifig hands. And there isn't anything equivalent in this set, so you don't get the columns and you don't get the grippers. So it would actually be impossible using the LEGO Architecture Studio to build the Villa Savoye set. Here's the pieces themselves, all laid out, and you can see the vast range of shapes. What I've tried to do is lay out all of the unusual shapes, the non-standard brick shapes, on the table. You can see all of the glass or clear pieces in the box there. Loads and loads of angled pieces, including some that are jointed on both sides, so you can use to build underneath existing Lego pieces. Just wait for the camera to focus. There you go. So you've seen those before in other sets, but you do get quite a few of these, and in a variety of designs, which is really useful when you start to build architectural pieces. Okay, lingering on that a bit too long, but never mind, put it back. Wait for the camera to focus. So you get a few arches. There's actually slightly more than that, but I managed to put some in the wrong box when I was sorting them out. And you get a variety of curved pieces as well, which is nice, because obviously architecture, Lego architecture, has a tendency to sort of have a pixelated feel because of the square nature of most of the pieces, but there are some curved pieces as well, so you do get an opportunity to build some more unusual architectures. And as you can see, the bulk of the set is plate pieces and standard Lego bricks. This was the first model I built using the architecture set. It is an absolute mismatch of various architecture designs, but I attempted to use as many pieces as possible from the set just to get a feel of how it works. So you can see it's a combination of, well, all kinds of designs, a bit of Art Deco, possibly a bit of Egyptian, Greek. What you can see at the top is that I've used these hanging wedge-shaped pieces to add curvature where none would normally exist. And I've used some smooth bits as well, just to give some finishing to the design. It's a bit of a cheat, it's not a proper model in that it's completely hollow at the bottom, but it was quite late, it was my first attempt to do one. So there's that. Again, you've got column pieces that you can use, but they're not as narrow as the lightsaber pieces, so you are forced to some degree to use a more chunky design than you might otherwise like. And that's just showing how I attach the wedge pieces using those lantern-shaped pieces that you can stick Lego sideways onto. Okay, and that's the other side, so it wasn't even symmetrical. It was literally just me playing with the various pieces to see what I could do with them. In terms of storage, I would strongly suggest that for the smaller pieces you get one of these craft sets that will allow you to separate things out. You can see that here I've put all of the smallest pieces into a single box so they're easy to retrieve. It really does become invaluable when you try and build any kind of significant architectural piece. And here's a quick look at my second attempt at building an architectural piece. This time it's a cityscape on a different scale. Each of these is supposed to be a building or skyscraper. What it's really meant to do is illustrate the variety of forms you can get with this set. So you've got sort of very modernist looking curved buildings, some that have an almost oriental feel to them and so forth. The buildings themselves aren't based on any particular design, it was just an attempt to see what I could do in a different scale. So I hope all of this encourages you to have a go. There's nothing to say you can't build these sets on your own without a Lego Architecture Studio set, but having all the pieces in one place and having such a variety of pieces really does make a huge difference. Obviously the price is a factor. In the UK it's £149, which is anything but cheap, but then again this is firmly aimed at adults, and as such it does have tremendous reuse value, and you can build designs and formulate things that otherwise you wouldn't be able to do with traditional Lego pieces. So if you're at all interested, I would encourage you to have a go and see what you can do with it. And that's it. Thanks very much for listening.